Hey! Hi! How you doing? This is the Gamertron and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. For those of you who have been following me, watching me, supporting me for a very long time, you'll know last year I made a video about a brand new early access game called Killing Floor 2, which renewed my faith, gave me more hope and appreciation for early access games, that they could be of quality and eventually come out of early access. Well, I am glad to report that now, finally, we have yet another early access success story and another excellent, awesome first-person shooter to be added to the list of awesome, excellent first-person shooters that have come out in 2016. It's been a long and bumpy ride for the developer of the game, Tripwire, but they finally pulled through, they finally came through, and they've released an excellent, awesome survival horde mode FPS to play with your friends. Play solo, play PvE, play PvP. There's much fun to be had slaughtering hordes of mutant clones, which are still essentially zombies, with a versatile and powerful arsenal of weapons at your disposal. It's awesome. It's good fun. There's not much else to say about Killing Floor 2 besides it's awesome, it's good fun, it has great visuals, a threatening bestiary of enemies, a fantastic arsenal of weapons, colorful characters, great maps, and customization. There's not much else to say, really. It's just a solid, well-made game, and you know what? I'm kind of happy to have seen its development over time. To see this game grow and expand and change, and while it did have some bumps in the road, Tripwire did make a few boo-boos here and there. Like, they were kind of understandable from a developer-businessman point of view. You see, halfway through game development, they kind of sort of added cosmetic microtransactions in an early access game. Granted, all the money went to further developing the game, but still, releasing microtransactions in early access, it's iffy. Granted, they were only cosmetic. And Tripwire did deliver. I've played Tripwire's other games. They mostly make first-person shooters for the most part. The first Killing Floor and Red Orchestra. And I don't know how Tripwire does it, but they are a dev that knows how to make their game just feel good, feel fun in terms of the weapons, the core gameplay, the shooting. Tripwire knows that when you shoot a weapon, you want that weapon to feel powerful, you want it to have weight, and you want to see that impact and effect on your enemies. Tripwire just has that magic to make the gameplay, make the shooting just feel good. And here's the thing, the shooting felt good, the game was already good. When it was early access, it was one of the very few early access games that didn't feel like it was early access. It felt AAA in quality, even though it's not technically a AAA game from one of the big video game publishers, Bethesda, EA, Ubisoft, you know who. Even though Killing Floor 2 may be considered an indie game or a budget game, it feels and looks AAA. It's of that much quality. The visuals, the gameplay, and it was all of this in early access. When it was first released on early access, it still looked and felt AAA. And now that the full game has been released with more maps, more guns, more perks, and a PvP game mode, which I did not see coming. To me, Killing Floor was always about horde mode. It was always about surviving waves of enemies, but Tripwire actually was able to pull off a pretty interesting, pretty entertaining PvP. And having another video game where you get to play as a monster of some sort is always a plus in my book. I gotta say, Killing Floor 2 has really impressed me, not only as a video game, not only as a first-person shooter, but as an early access successor. It's rare, it's unfortunate, but it's true. It's rare that early access games ever leave early access, and it really should be something that's celebrated when quality video games like this finally leave early access. There's still many video games as of right now that are quality games, that are well made, the developers put a lot of work into them, they're intuitive, innovative, but they're still in early access and they have not left it for months, if not years. But it really goes to show you, it doesn't matter how many people actually genuinely support your early access game, it's all about the developer. How you manage your money, how you manage your resources, how you manage your time. And while it is absolutely arguable how Tripwire managed all that, we still cannot deny that an awesome first-person shooter was born out of it. And to top it all off, something I commend any dev for doing, and that's full mod support. I have no clue how it is on PS4, but I know on PC, full mod support. You can create your own cosmetics, reskins of characters and enemies, and maps. Oh my goodness. The player-created maps for Killing Floor 2 on PC are incredible, which is why I highly recommend if you're going to get Killing Floor 2, get it on PC, for all the free content generated by the community. There are some genuinely fantastic, incredibly designed maps for Killing Floor 2 made by the players. So if you get tired of the vanilla maps and maybe just want something new, the Killing Floor 2 mod making community has you covered. Here's hoping that Killing Floor 2 is one of many early access success stories to come. Now get out there and murder some Zeds. Anyways, that's been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did indeed like the video in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to hit the like button. The like button helps you, helps me, helps everybody involved with the video. If you hit the like button, please leave a comment. What are your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on Killing Floor 2 and it leaving early access? Let me know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions in the comment section below. I love reading comments. Getting nearly enough comments, please leave a comment. If you want to help out and support this video, then please share it on social media, Twitter and Facebook. And if you want to help out and support me directly, then please consider pledging and becoming a patron on my Patreon. Anyways, guys, that's been a video, and I'll see you all later.